All right. It's about 9:30. To my body, it feels like it's 12:30. My stupid body that finally adjusted to time in California. Um, what a day. What a couple of weeks. Whoa. And today was just, as usual, on a Sunday, just full steam ahead. Full steam ahead plus. Maybe like engine rivets are busting a little because of how much steam is in the engine, and the ship is. Whew, that was today. I came in. Hey, Joe. I came in, and Conrad and Demetrius had both very responsibly made a bunch of piles of specific things that had specific antecedents and reasons for being the way they were. But they didn't know that I had two people waiting for on a back order for the Book of Bill. That Conrad did know what was yours, Joe. You had a whole box waiting, which I added to quite a bit as well. But Conrad put away almost all the holds, but he also had this small box of holds that was like, these are holds. I don't know where they go. And I looked at them, and a bunch of them are just names in the thing, but a bunch of them are people, he doesn't know where they go. Demetrius left notes about all the sorts of things. But people kept coming in. It was busy. I don't just mean people like Dave Asiak, who's regular on the live stream, who I knew he'd come in. It's I figured Dario we hadn't seen in a month. He knew we were reopened on Sunday. He checked with me that date twice before. I figured we'd see him, and we did. But there were other people. There were people I contacted about stuff that came and said they would come tonight. They didn't. But that's, I was gone for 2 weeks. I don't really blame them. But let's get back. Before we talk about how crazy it is, let's talk about these 2 weeks. What a crazy 2 weeks. My sister-in-law basically cooked like full-on multi-course meals every night. Now, again, on the holidays, that's not super surprising. And in the middle days, people do it too. But she really went all out, and it was really wonderful and a lot. At the end of the trip, Leif got like pretty sick. Fever. Couldn't stay awake for parts of the day, the last couple of days. So when I left, he was feeling a little bit better, but I don't know what he's going to be like when he gets home. Last couple of days, I also got a very slight allergic reaction. I'm not sure to what, but tiny little bumps, and they haven't gone away. There were tons of like bizarre little things on this trip. There was the place we stayed had these dimmable recessed lights, and they flickered incessantly. It was like being in a horror movie, Joseph. You would not have been able to stay there. I had them all down to their dimmest, and we weren't there much. Really, like we were probably in that house just to sleep. But still, creepy. Creepy. But hey, 'tis the season, right? We went to the beach. We went to bookstores. We spent a lot of time eating a lot of food with family. It was really, really wonderful. But it was also, as we did this a year and a half ago, it was like a time outside of reality. There's a lot of responsibilities and things that I said I was going to do that they didn't get done because I was on vacation, and I got the diamond, same as last time. I got the diamond order done. Probably the sparsest diamond order I've ever made. I got the FOC that I needed to make at the time done. But I don't remember it. It's not in my head like it would be if I did it at the office. I have a bunch of notes to myself of things I have to do, and I told myself I'd get to them today after I put away all the books. Well, my friends, the books are still not put away. So we haven't gotten to those notes yet, because yes, there is still quite a bit to do. There is a tremendous amount of new, like Joe, you're the only one left. This person who was with us a minute ago is gone. But anyone watching this later knows this is the refrain of the live stream. There is too damn much stuff. There's too much stuff coming out. I get this tiny fraction of the market, and especially if I'm closed, I don't have things to support it. So very little is going out in comparison to how much is on hold. It's true. But it's still a lot. Still a lot for the store to have been closed. I wrestled with this so much in September, thinking, okay, but it's just going to sit here. It's going to sit and sit. But in September, when I was making these orders, we had all these new people coming in for Absolute Batman. We have Hendrik, Stan Hendrik, who came in today to pick up stuff. We made a hold list. We had people join, people get into, people be on top of their holds. Again, we've had some failures there as well, but that's usual. And I went for it. And I did have a bunch of people ask me for Absolute Wonder Woman, which we didn't even put out. I didn't put out the extra copies because I had so many little orders for it here and there that I didn't have time to make sure that all the right ones were aside. But I threw it in a lot of people's holds. I mentioned to everyone who was looking at DC stuff, or also I had a guy come and goes, "You have the All-In special. You have the first print All-In special," which we've reviewed here on the live stream. And I was like, "Yeah." He goes, "Oh wow, first print." He grabbed it. We're out of Absolute Batman. Demetrius sold us out of Absolute Batman last Tuesday when he was open. Someone wanted to buy multiple copies. He didn't see any reason to say no. I would have asked the person to leave too, because I like when something's hot and new to try and leave some on the shelf, but I didn't tell Demetrius. That's fine. We already have an order, I think, for the second print or the third print. But yeah, it's going to be a different shop if we don't have that much, which is the plan. I started, now this was I told myself, right after vacation, we come back, we're just going to start telling people about the clearance sale, tell them that we're not going to be open in 2025 if the clearance sale is big. And I just started saying that to people. I said, especially to customers who are regulars, I said, "Hey, just so you know, we're having this clearance sale, so try and come in." I printed up stickers. I didn't take one with me, but little stickers with the printer, listing all the different weeks of the sale. This is it. We're in final phase, because the way I've been wording it is, I need to sell 2 fixtures worth of books. I need to remove 2 fixtures from the store. There's too many fixtures. They take up too much space. We can't do events. People aren't comfortable browsing when the store is packed. They got to go. I haven't even decided which fixtures, but things have to go, and that is how we're viewing the clearance sale. Oh, this is probably my family saying they're on their way. Ha! It's my step meter saying that I made all my steps. I guess that's my point, to get back and do an actual recounting of what happened today. So about 28 hours ago, I got on a red eye, which, as I said on my social media post, was the final red eye JetBlue, the final JetBlue flight out of Burbank. They're no longer flying out of Burbank for whatever reason. They didn't go into that for some reason. They didn't elaborate on it. They said it's bittersweet, but it's more bitter than sweet. Okay, why? Spill? Tell me something? No. I went on that flight, as usual, great flight. I nod off. I try to sleep, and you get a few hours here or there. Came back, AirTrain, Long Island Railroad, walk home, shower, couple things, eat something at home. Walked into town. I went very early. I think I left 2 hours before the store opens. I went through the farmer's market, got myself some apples. It was lovely. It's beautiful fall weather. A little chilly, especially compared to California, but I like it. And yeah, I went to the shop and worked my butt off. There are so many amazing new books out. And I don't even mean stuff like that people regularly get. Like, Joe, you have a lot of magazines that you normally get, a bunch of single issues that you get, plus things that you ordered special. But there's a lot of books that I ordered a bunch of because they're just great. There's Ryan North's new Choose Your Own Adventure. I don't care. Ryan North could do a Choose Your Own Adventure about the Pelican Brief, and I would get it. I didn't like the Pelican Brief. It's Ryan North, so I got the Star Trek Lower Decks, Ryan North Choose Your Own Adventure. Lots of copies of that. I have a decent amount of copies of this and of that, and lots of other things there's just one copy of. Did I need that one copy? Well, I hope to see. I had at least 2 people who I sent pictures of manga to. I got to show them a few things, and they added stuff because I was right. They wanted it. So I'm not terrible at that. The issue is just how much comes out and how much we stock. And I think if I view it as we're not making space to put more books out, but we're clearing space to get rid of some. I'm really even considering, don't tell anyone, Joe, because again, it's just us. The big white boat in the front, the big new release space. I'm tempted to get rid of that. That is 2 fixtures. It's just, I'm not sure what I would replace it with. Is the problem. But yeah, it's just like, it's not comfortable for people. And if I move that, I could put at least 1 fixture that's taking up space in the back up there. At least 1 of them, if not 2. Rearrange a lot of the space. So I don't know. I'm thinking about it. I know, but I need to tell myself that we're doing this to get less new books, because we are. I love the new books, but there's just too dang many of them. It's too much stuff. It's too much stuff. If you don't pre-order it, we're not going to get it for you because we love comics too much. Not that we loved comics less. Not that we loved comics less, but that we loved customers more. We want to be able to get you the best of the best. So tell us what that is, and we'll order it for you. No, I don't regret getting the book review fixtures. First off, my garage is using at least one of them to hold Tony's stuff. I think two of them. My basement has one of them that I'm using, so I don't regret it. I'm sad. What really is I'm very sad that people could browse Netflix for 20 minutes and just find something new to watch. And they really have so much try, and it's getting better. It gets like a good day is better, and that's why I think if I can make more space, if I can clear rooms so that people have more to maneuver and enjoy the space, we can get people to buy more books. But not because I want each person to buy more books, but I want when a family of 6 that comes in, not to just sell comics to 2 of them. And I think we need more open space for that, and we need the diversity and selection that we have, which again, I thought about this. I did a lot of walking today, back and forth to work. If we sell off 40% of our stock, and it's a clear 40, like it's just 40% of all our inventory, let's say bundled together, we'll still have the most diverse stock on Long Island. We'll still have the widest range of stuff. If we sell off 20% of almost any one of our sections, we'll have like the largest selection, because we still will have lots from lots of different places. So I just need to let go of it. I need to reimagine the store as a space for people to browse, because that is what people who are coming, they are not coming to shop. They are now, like I had a dad, he comes in a lot, 3 or 4 times a year, maybe more. And he said, okay, you recommend my kids get the new Investigators. And I said, oh, well, there's a new Investigators that came out in September. He goes, they got that. And like, you could tell he was saying somewhere else. But that's fine. I actually, personal story, let this guy down on a book. A book didn't come when he asked for it, and they were flying on a flight. And it was a week after the book should have come. And so no blame on that guy for going elsewhere. But he said, I just need some new stuff. And I showed him 2 books. He goes, okay, don't show him any more. And I said, well, let me show you one more. I showed him. He goes, okay, this is perfect. It's fine. He goes, and I was like, so nothing else. He goes, well, what about for the little one? She was looking for a specific thing. And I was like, aha. And so he ended up buying 4 books in total. So it's great, but that's not most people. Most people want to spend that time looking themselves, figure out that they even want it. So, yeah, we're going to have to do that. That was a message from Sarah buzzing up the phone that they are on their way to my in-laws. They just took the whole long flight. I had been sitting here deleting emails. I spent an inordinate amount of time today deleting emails. I'm down to like 30 in the inbox and less than 100 total. So that's good. They're on their way here. So I will stop doing emails. I will stop doing the live stream. I will probably be very busy yet again for another hour or 2. But yeah, the vacation was really lovely. Family time was amazing. And the shop was really, except for the fact that I was just too many damn books to deal with in just one day, the shop was great. I felt like, fall is a wonderful time in this town. People love to go out. They love to eat. They love to walk around when the weather's nice. It's great. I'm a big fan of it. But, September was nice, but as we talked about, it didn't have a huge impact. It wasn't heavy. And I need a heavy month. So that's what November is going to be. Joe, we will talk about my special pre-order. I'd like you to think of your list, your gift list, or anything like that. Pre-order deal. Thanksgiving weekend. Thanksgiving through Cyber Monday. Any order that you pay for via invoice for existing books, whether they're in store or that I have to order them for you, you get 25% off. So that's a time to order gifts for other people or stuff you've been meaning to order for a while that's older. Something to consider for the end of November. I'm going to keep telling people that if they miss the sales of the things they want, they come into the shop and we don't have it. That's my plan, at least, to tell them. We're going to see how that goes. And I even had a very kind customer reach out and say she does graphic design and can she do some graphic design for flyers and stuff for the Save the Pod. And I said, oh, sure. Let me make the first things and then you can do much better job. So hopefully we'll have those two. Maybe we'll print those up. But yeah, it's going to be a busy week. I don't know how anyone is getting to school tomorrow. I've been dreading the idea of Leif school being all like, oh, well, you missed everything, buddy. It's like, no, he didn't miss anything. He got hang out with family. He celebrated our, tradition and our culture and beliefs. So he didn't miss anything. They painted a pumpkin. Joseph's like, that's my heritage. How dare you? It's someone's heritage somewhere, I'm sure. I'm sure there's people who absolutely secularly without well, I can't sleep now. They're about to show up, and I'm going to have to unload all the luggage and the children. So I'm not going to go. You want me to just take a quick 5-minute power nap? I don't think that's going to work. Anyway, I'm going to head off tomorrow. I want to show off some of these massively beautiful books that have come out in the last weeks, including, Joe, you ready for this? You ready? J.H. Williams, Dracula Storybook. Let that sink into your head. J.H. Williams. Those of you who don't know who J.H. Williams is, go look him up. Look up J.H. Williams. Dracula Storybook. And you're going to look that up and you're going to see it on the Amazon and on the, Barnes & Noble. And you're going to go, oh, I should get this from them. But you know what I have that they don't have? I have signed book plates of said Dracula. Signed by J.H. Williams. Again, go look up who J.H. Williams is. You're going to want those book plates. J.H. Williams is probably one of the most gorgeously competent multimedia comic creators. Meaning not he's a guy who uses multimedia and makes comics. He is a exceptionally brilliant comic creator. His layout, his work, everything. I thought so, Joe. Everything about his work is amazing. Plus, he does it in a multimedia style with 5 or 6 different elements on the same page. He's a master, and he did his own children's storybook of the original Bram Stoker Dracula. We have that tomorrow. There's just so much. Should I do this tomorrow? Should it be like an NPR? Hi, welcome to Daily Update NPR look at new books here at Escape Out Comics. Joe, what do you think? Last comment. Should we just do that tomorrow? Just take some books and we'll go. In this whimsical tale of a young boy's art tutelage in the Tokyo University Art School, a stand-in for the UTA of real life. He learns many things about art, but also about emotion and communication. And it's really quite lovely. Should we do that tomorrow with all the new books? That's me, just super chill. That's what happens when you're jet lagged. All right, Joe's not answering. He's torturing me. So I'm worried that he actually does want that. But yeah, it's fine. I will forget that I even did this by tomorrow, so it's not a problem. Until then, remember, damn it, babies, you gotta be kind.